280 million people who enjoy that adventurous spirit. This is big responsibility. I enjoy seeing people grow, develop as a teacher, are ready to go to the next level, and hopefully my legacy can help that process. This is a new Garuda. Let's get the show on the road. I think it's just a kaleidoscope of emotions. I think starting this morning, listening to the national anthem and getting that feeling of, this is a big responsibility. 280 million people who, deserve the opportunity to participate at the highest level of world football. They want it so bad, and you could feel it in the video that I watched. So for me, the emotion was, I feel for the first time that responsibility. This is a big opportunity for this country, and as a leader, I'm ready to carry that weight. Look, I think like most coaches that didn't play at the highest level, they end up coaching. You as a football player, that's the dream. And when you're not good enough to play at that level, then you want to continue your passion in the sport. I was fortunate that I enjoy people. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy seeing people grow, develop as a teacher, as an educator, as a lecturer. I always enjoyed the teaching learning process, so I was able to naturally transition into football coaching, working at the grassroots levels, working at professional academy levels, and then progressing to women's football, Olympic football, World Cup football, club football now here in Indonesia. So at heart, I think most coaches are teachers. They want to teach and help people get better, grow. So, that's central to my philosophy as a coach. No, I started my coaching at 17 years of age. I got my first qualifications at 18, my UEFA license at 20. So I have an obsessive personality. When I'm committed to something, I go all in. It's a strength and a weakness. And I think that commitment, the passion to coaching has taken me from England to New Zealand to Canada to now Indonesia, to experience different cultures. And at the same time, to go to countries that are ready to move to that next level of the game, where I feel, as a coach, as a leader, I've been able to help, whether it was the New Zealand women's team or the Canadian women's men's team, just reach that next level. And I think Indonesia is so attractive because you can feel, it's palpable, the country are ready to go to the next level. And, hopefully my legacy is I can help that process. I think in life you have many inspirations. My grandfather was a huge inspiration, a professional boxer and, an ex-soldier, very disciplined and a great man. So, as a starting point, you look to your family, and then in your life as you grow and you experience different people, I think, watching Sir Bobby Robson at Newcastle United, another fellow Northeasterner who's come from a working class background and being able to become a pilgrim in football and go to many different countries. I think he's been a huge inspiration because he's always kept his northern roots, and our northern roots, Northern England, good sense of humour. You have to laugh, but you have to work hard. And there's a humility. We take nothing for granted. You have to work hard and you work for things in life. So I've always found, him as a big football inspiration. never been like that. I always like to be a little bit unconventional or try something different. So yeah, my path has been varied.